Ever wondered what parenting habits your kids secretly hate? 5 parenting habits kids secretly hate. Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Well, we all know that parenting isn't a walk in the park, and understanding your child's perspective can sometimes feel like deciphering a complex code. It's crucial to acknowledge that certain parenting habits, although well-intentioned, can sometimes rub our little ones the wrong way. Today, we're going to shed light on 5 such habits that can be a tad bothersome for our young ones. We'll explore the concept of overprotective parents and how this can sometimes stifle a child's growth. Then, we'll delve into the world of micromanaging parents and the impact this can have on a child's self-esteem. Next, we'll talk about the pressure of unrealistic expectations, followed by the importance of effective communication. And finally, we'll discuss why comparisons to others can be detrimental to a child's self-worth. So let's dive into the first parenting habit that kids secretly despise: overprotective parents. First on our list is overprotection. Imagine a scenario where a child wants to climb a tree. Their heart is pounding with excitement, their eyes sparkling with the thrill of the adventure, but just as they reach out to grab the first branch, a voice stops them. No, you might fall and hurt yourself. This voice of caution, though well-intentioned, belongs to an overprotective parent. Now, there's no denying that the safety of our children is paramount, but there's a fine line between ensuring safety and stifling a child's spirit of exploration. Overprotective parents, often driven by their own fears and anxieties, tend to hover over their children like a safety net, ready to catch them even before they stumble. While this may shield the children from immediate harm, it also robs them of crucial life experiences. Children, believe it or not, need room to make mistakes. It's through these mistakes that they learn, grow, and develop resilience. When parents are overprotective, they inadvertently hinder this growth process. Their children might start feeling suffocated under the constant vigilance, and this can lead to resentment. It's like being in a cage where you can see the world outside, but can't step out to experience it. More importantly, overprotection can undermine a child's self-confidence and problem-solving skills. If we're always there to solve their problems, how will they learn to tackle challenges on their own? How will they learn to stand up after a fall if we never let them fall in the first place? But there's a way to strike a balance. Instead of being the overbearing safety net, we can be the guiding light. We can ensure safety while still promoting independence. The tree climbing adventure? Instead of outright refusal, we could teach them how to climb safely, watch them from a distance, ready to intervene if necessary, but not before. Remember, allowing your children to experience life's challenges is key to their growth and independence. Overprotection might seem like a loving thing to do, but in the long run, it's the freedom to explore, stumble, learn, and grow that truly equips your children for the journey of life. Micromanaging parents. Moving on to the second habit, micromanagement. Micromanagement is like a stealthy shadow, silently creeping into your relationship with your child. It might seem like you're just showing care or offering guidance, but too much can erode your child's budding sense of self-worth and independence. Imagine this: your child is a ship trying to navigate the vast ocean of life. You, as the parent, are the lighthouse, guiding your child away from danger and towards safe harbors. But if the lighthouse decides to board the ship and take over the helm, the ship never learns how to weather the storms or chart its own course. This is what micromanagement does. It strips children of the chance to learn, grow, and become self-reliant. When parents constantly question their child's choices, second-guess their decisions, or step in even before the child has a chance to try, it sends a subtle message: you can't do this on your own, you're not capable. And trust me, no child wants to feel that way. It can lead to frustration, a lack of self-confidence, and a sense of being constantly under scrutiny. So what's the alternative? How do we guide without stifling? The key is to build trust and confidence in your children. Set clear expectations, provide guidance, but also let them make age-appropriate decisions. Let your child choose their outfit for the day, decide what to do in their free time, or even negotiate their bedtime on special occasions. These small decisions can be big confidence boosters. Remember, it's okay to let your child make mistakes. In fact, it's necessary. It's through mistakes that they learn about consequences, responsibility, and problem solving. Give them the opportunity to learn from their own choices, both good and bad. This helps them develop essential life skills and boosts their self-esteem. So parents, take a step back. Let your child steer their own ship. Be their guiding lighthouse, not the controlling captain. Trust your children to make their own choices, and they'll learn essential life skills. Unrealistic expectations. Next up, we have unrealistic expectations. It's a common tale, isn't it? Parents, in their desire for their child to excel, set the bar sky high. They might think they're simply encouraging their little ones to reach their full potential, but more often than not, these expectations can become a burden rather than an inspiration. Academic performance, extracurricular activities, behavior. These are all areas where parents might place exceedingly high demands. And while it's natural to want your child to do well, it's crucial to remember that children are not mini versions of their parents. They are individuals with their own unique strengths, challenges, and interests. When parents impose unrealistic expectations, it can lead to a host of negative outcomes. Stress, anxiety, and even resentment can bubble under the surface as children struggle to meet these unattainable goals. The pressure can be immense, and kids may begin to feel as if they are constantly falling short, which is a heavy weight to bear. But there's a healthier way to approach this. Rather than setting the bar at an unreachable height, parents can foster a more positive environment by setting realistic expectations. This involves having open and honest discussions about what is achievable and what isn't. It's about understanding your child's abilities and interests and adjusting expectations accordingly. And let's not forget the power of celebrating small victories. If your child has worked hard and made progress, no matter how small, it deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated. This can boost their self-esteem and motivation and show them that their efforts are valued. Lastly, it's important to encourage children to follow their own passions rather than trying to mold them into a predetermined ideal. Each child has their own path to follow, and parents can play a crucial role in supporting them on their journey. In the end, it's about balance. It's about setting expectations that challenge but do not overwhelm. It's about acknowledging the individuality of your child and allowing them to grow at their own pace. So, celebrate your children's unique talents and encourage them to follow their passions. Poor communication. Our fourth habit is poor communication. A strong bond between parent and child is built on the bricks of effective communication. When parents brush aside their children's thoughts and feelings, it plants the seeds of frustration and resentment. Children are not just small-sized adults. They're individuals with a unique perspective on the world. Their thoughts and feelings matter, and when they're dismissed or ignored, it can feel like a personal affront. Imagine being in a conversation where you're not heard, where your thoughts are considered trivial or unimportant. It's not a pleasant feeling, is it? That's exactly how children feel when their voices are muted or their emotions invalidated. To nurture a healthy relationship, parents need to actively engage in empathetic communication. Listen to your children. Ask them questions, show genuine interest in their lives. This doesn't just make them feel valued, it strengthens the bond between you. Remember, your children need to feel heard and respected. Comparison with others. Lastly, we have comparison with others. It's a common trap many parents fall into, but comparing your child to their siblings or peers can be incredibly damaging to their sense of self-worth. It's like telling them they're not good enough as they are, and they need to be more like someone else to be accepted or loved. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and resentment that may last well into adulthood. Every child is unique, with their own set of strengths and weaknesses, talents and passions. Instead of comparing them to others, parents can foster a strong sense of self-worth in their children by acknowledging and celebrating their individuality. This means recognizing their achievements, no matter how small, and encouraging them to pursue their own interests and passions. Remember, your child is not a project to be perfected, but a person to be nurtured and loved for who they are. Avoid comparisons. Each child is unique and should be celebrated for their individual strengths. Conclusion. So those were the 5 parenting habits that kids secretly hate. Let's take a quick recap. We started with overprotective parents who often suffocate their children's growth by shielding them from every potential danger. Instead of hovering, parents can strike a balance between ensuring safety and allowing children to experience life's challenges. This encourages independence and resilience in kids. Next, we discussed micromanaging parents who constantly question their children's choices. This behavior can erode a child's self-worth and independence. By offering guidance, setting clear expectations, and allowing kids to make age-appropriate decisions, parents can foster a sense of trust and confidence in their children. We also touched on the issue of unrealistic expectations. Excessive demands can lead to stress, anxiety, and resentment in children. Having open and realistic discussions about expectations and celebrating children's unique talents can foster a healthier environment. Poor communication was our 4th point. Kids need to feel heard, respected, and validated. By actively engaging in open and empathetic communication, parents can strengthen their bond with their children. Finally, we highlighted the negative impact of comparing a child to others. This can harm their self-esteem and self-worth. Remember, every child is a unique individual with their own strengths and weaknesses. Understanding these habits and children's perspectives on them is crucial. It's important to remember that kids are not just smaller versions of adults. They have their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. As parents, it's our job to provide a safe and nurturing environment that allows them to grow and thrive. Every child is different, and what works for one may not work for another. What's most important is that children feel loved, respected, and supported. This can go a long way in helping them develop into happy, confident, and independent individuals. Remember, parenting is a journey, and the goal is to raise happy, confident, and independent individuals. Tune in next time for more insights on parenting. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.